Hello, welcome to the Football Sofa, which as ever features us, a football and a sofa.
Yep.
And in new developments, this episode is sponsored by Uranov. Is Uranov your favourite Russian player?
Oh, he's so good. Capello's last throw of the dice was Uranov. Yeah.
Second round of games is over.
Oh.
And
for the second round.
For the second round.
Come on!
I love the second round.
Oh.
I'm actually quite sad because it feels like this is the end of the best bit,
Of
which
constant
is
football.
three
Yeah.
games in
It is.
quick succession where you can watch every game.
Yep.
It's just been endlessly good football.
Correct.
It's sad.
I'm going to miss it.
It's downhill from it's not in quality or anything, but the sheer amount of games.
Yeah.
It's all downhill now. It's
Yeah.
just like, you know.
It's literally the beginning of the end.
It's
The end's
beginning
inside.
of the end. You can just feel it like slowing down already. Like today we had, we're filming on Monday. Today we had Australia against Spain, which was meaningless.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, it's not the
Are
same.
you still here, Spain?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you-
Go home.
Did you not get the message?
In fact, both of those teams could have gone home and played it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Get out
Just said some random people.
Just play a game of FIFA.
Mate, FIFA, it's alright, yeah.
You know, act like a real team. At least Portugal have a 1 in a million chance. You could
do.
This is true.
Like
That
Ghana.
slight glimmer, and
Just, just enough to be like, let's delay that flight home.
This is the start of the story. You know, this is the start of this comeback story.
This is the start of the story.
Let's doff the caps. Last night, America. Team USA.
Team USA absolutely
they-
brought the thunder.
They did bring the thunder.
They brought the thunder.
They left the London and they brought the thunder. It was amazing. I mean, Tim Howard last night. What a performance. That's why he's Nike's #1 goalkeeper. All you doubters.
God.
What's he doing never?
Oh,
No, I just really thought that American side, for a side with really Dempsey as your star, they were just...
They're overachieving.
They were
They
literally...
I have to conclude must have done well because he just picked a good group of guys who follow orders and who don't give up because they play for the flag.
Yeah.
They bleed red, white, and blue. And it's like, oh god, all that kind of over the top stuff. It's kind of at World Cups only every 4 years. Yeah, may as well go for it, guys.
Bleed
Yeah,
red, white and blue.
crack on.
No, I just thought it was nice, especially without Plan A. They'd lost the man who's meant to be...
Landon.
You know, you lost Landon and you've obviously lost Big Josie. And Josie gets you for the USA. Weirdly, he isn't as big a joke as... I know. Weirdly, he's not that big a joke. But I thought they struggled last night. But he changed the system and Deuce just stepped up to the plate, didn't he?
He's broken nose. Didn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It's fine. But I have to say, no, the whole team just came together. Jermaine Jones' goal. Can we give that a second?
Oh, yeah.
That was amazing.
Jermaine Jones.
That was mad. It was
The
a great
sheer
game.
speed of it.
Yeah.
In slow motion, it looked quick.
Yeah.
It really did.
I don't like in just actual and the curve on it. It was amazing. I'll tell you one thing. I can't imagine looking at the games for the last round any that are quite as mouth-watering as Portugal-Ghana because both those teams are going to have to absolutely go for it, and it could be a crazy 4-3 game because there's literally no incentive to defend in that game.
That's very true. That's very
You've got
true.
nothing to. Well, you've got everything to lose.
And I mean,
But yeah, because by playing attack,
You've got everything to lose by not scoring.
Yeah, exactly.
And you look as ropey at the back as I've ever seen you look, so it's exciting.
It's exciting.
It is exciting.
It'll be horrible.
It will.
For the neutral guys, really enjoy it because that game is set up to
We
be
will.
pretty-
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have a great time. Speaking of things that have to happen for one team to make it through, it was so brilliant when we had that England had that glimmer of hope. If everything goes our way, you can just get through. If this, and then at the first hurdle,
Yeah.
oh, that's done. So we are out. Okay, fine.
As
Okay.
Italy's
I
snowmen
actually
Yeah.
believed when I saw the Balotelli tweet that
I
I'll
thought
score
so-
as long as I get a kiss,
Kiss
from
from
the
the
Queen.
Queen.
Do you think the reason he didn't score was because someone from the royal family reached out and said you're not getting a kiss?
Yeah.
That's it.
He was
He
like,
was just
"Forget
driving
this."
this mark. Something comes up beside him in the tunnel. Oh god.
Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa. No, yeah. Mario had again a bit of a nanny thing. He did the Mario, the other side of Mario, which was the petulant shooting from 35 yards, dingo in, half puff, meh, lethargic. But the whole Italy side melted in that heat. It's sad.
You could see that he was taking such a huge toll on his players.
Massively.
Crazy.
It's one of those games where I wish they'd just put Pirlo in a room, an ice box for a night, let him have a sleep, so he's fresh for the Uruguay game because there was no point in melting everyone.
It was so
I think he'll die
sad
if you
though
do
because
that.
I
It's not cool.
No, don't kill him. Just, chill him.
Just
Don't kill him.
Chill him.
Someone who's not going to be in and around this tournament anymore is Spain. We've actually not talked about...
Some
Yeah.
entity. The end of.
Yeah,
but not
Are
really.
we mourning the death of Tiki Taka right now? This is
No.
happening. If we see
I'm
the
not
last
mourning
week-
it because I couldn't care less about the death of Tiki-Taka.
Yeah.
We're celebrating the
Yeah,
death of
yeah.
Tiki-Taka.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you, with the quality coming back through, the Ouija board is probably out again, and we're back.
I see zombie Tiki Taka
Yeah.
coming in force very
Zombie
soon.
Tiki-Taka.
Yeah.
It's not dead. I don't know why people are
But
saying
you know
that.
the thing is, Spain always had amazing players. But so the question is, they will have amazing players. They do already. There's that whole new generation.
Yeah.
Will
Yeah.
they go back to being amazing players who keep losing, or
I don't think so.
I just
or
think
do they just revert to normal and be a good team that might occasionally win?
Under 21s won the
championship.
last year.
this game today, I knew he'd bring the changes. You bring in Koke, Mata, etc., etc., etc. The play, like, do you know what I mean? It's just like for like, quality wise. Okay, maybe from your Iniesta to your Mata, it's like a teensy weensy step down.
Okay, so England really chunky at the back.
Yes.
Do we think?
Yeah, but I mean,
Like Liverpool.
when you came into the tournament, we said this, didn't we? Jagielka, don't get me wrong, Cahill's a decent understudy. Glenn Johnson's not a particularly great player. Leighton Baines is all right, and I really don't have much time for Joe Hart. Don't get me wrong, he's not a bad goalkeeper. I just don't think Joe Hart's in your top 5 goalkeepers in the world. I think we saw a midfield containing Jordan Henderson on the Wayne, Steven Gerrard. I mean, Stevie G was awful. Set up Suarez beautifully. Just, but you know.
It was a great pass.
It was a great
He
pass.
just like
Yes.
clicked and went yes, go.
But there was a lot
Oh
of
shit, he's not on my team.
But there's been a lot of conversation where people have said, "Oh, Wayne Rooney's awful," and I've been one to say he's mediocre. But I think when I say he's mediocre, we should have to have a little caveat that says, when we're mentioning him in the bracket of the world's best players, he's just nowhere near. Don't get me wrong, he's still a very good player. He's better than probably the other 10 on the pitch. But it's just when you put yourself up on that level and you're then judged by those standards, he falls way short.
Does he
Basically,
put himself up on those levels, or
well, he does
do we-
by just being in all those 9 adverts.
The money, the Nike
The money. I don't think.
Zlatan doesn't let me down.
Oh,
Neymar doesn't let me down.
Yes, Zlatan is
Tim
sitting in
Howard
the
doesn't even
crowd.
let us
Yeah,
down.
exactly. So it's 2 rounds in.
Yes.
I mean, Holland are looking a good
Holland!
shot, aren't they?
Wow.
I
All
mean,
right.
9 from 9. Only team that's done that so
I think
far.
the future's
We've seen
bright.
one
The
game
future
from the
is
third
orange.
round.
Jesus, yeah.
The future is
It's
orange.
Good.
Orange.
So they're classic, sort of do well in the group stages and then mess it up. But this could be it.
Van Gaal's got the smarts.
He's got the
He's
smarts.
Definitely got the tactical smarts. Today I thought he was.
He's got his team playing for him.
Precisely.
playing
You see
for
the
him,
belief there, and it's very un-Dutch. There's minimal arguments. They can be playing for each other.
There's already been a fight.
Yeah.
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 They've got that out of the way. Sorry.
And you've got your 2 leaders or your 2 joint captains instead of it being one bloke at the back who's got his own party. I mean, Robin and Van Persie, or Robin Van Persie, they seem to be on the same page, those two. After the games, they're talking as a
Why,
team.
Robin's just on a different page than everyone else.
He's
Is he the player of the tournament so far?
I think so. I think he's the one that's been consistently good across 90 minutes. Just so dangerous.
He has looked really good.
Every time he gets on the
It's
ball,
like-
it's just
I have to
scary.
give
Like,
Clint Dempsey a mention if we're talking players. I really think Juice has stepped up massively.
Captain America himself.
I honestly, I'm not even just a Deuce obsessive. I just genuinely think he really has stepped up. I've been really impressed by him.
Outside of those two, is there anyone else who you think is a player of the tournament of the first round? Let's call it the first round. So far. I don't know.
the second,
The
the first 2 games.
I think Hazard has looked incredibly dangerous. Like
I think he goes in and out.
He
I
does.
mean, he
In
basically woke
ridiculous
up.
flashes.
literally,
Yeah.
he does go in and out.
Yeah,
like,
he
a lot.
does go in.
No, but you're right. He does. But he's looked this well. He looks like he's.
I mean, Messi scored 2 amazing goals, but arguably for 88 minutes in both those games. he
It's
was just
strange. You
completely-
could look at Messi in 2 ways. Some people have said, "Oh my God, he's absolutely got lucky at the end. He's scored this last minute goal."
It's not
and
lucky,
and some
it's
people
skill.
and some people have said this guy is the guy who is dragging Argentina through this tournament,
That's-
and he is. He's fulfilling everything that people said he couldn't
But
do.
the irony is, like, they all say that about Maradona. He dragged that team. They're a bunch of average players. Argentina are not a bunch of average players.
These are
Yeah.
good players.
But somehow just no one's turning up. And Messi's not turning up for 88 minutes.
He's not. And
But
then-
you don't need to.
Is it still they've just got too much? Can you have too much talent in the team, or is it just how you assemble it? Is it?
Well, I think you
Well, that's
can
like
because
skill.
It's just
they're
not
doing
firing.
simple things wrong, aren't they?
Is
I
it
think.
the players? I mean, if you're going to say, but go back to South American teams having the advantage.
top heavy though, isn't it? It's a very top
It's
heavy.
top heavy.
side.
I think it's a top heavy. Yeah.
I think Tim Cahill's had a brilliant World Cup.
Oh yes.
I'm so gutted for him he didn't get to play today in this kind of World Cup sign-off. But
In a way, he almost that is sure that was his sign off.
He's alright. Every single
Volley.
montage of 2014 World Cup is going to be, unless something really good happens,
and that way he can get back early to train in the MLS.
With old Darren Reed flicking them in long balls.
Guys, everyone just trying it out.
No, it's
so well.
I'm impressed by Australia.
Actually, one more shout for player of the tournament so far. Benzema. I
He's
think
looked
he's been
brilliant.
Benzema.
absolutely excellent.
You're right. A lot of those French players have looked brilliant. Benzema looked fantastic.
Benzema's looked.
He could be on 5 or 6 goals if referees hadn't just decided, nah, game's over.
What? Oh my god! Missed penalty as well. That's kind of his fault. That's fine. And then the other one, the goal line technology. Everything's against him.
Yeah,
everything is.
Anti-Benzema goal line technology. No, France looked very dangerous. By the way, this man called it for the tournament. What odds did you get France at?
25 to 1.
Not bad at all.
20, cheeky £2 bet on them.
That
so
mean-
hopefully.
Same as Portugal and how those two have panned out.
Same as England, in fact.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Good.
I can't think of a really a stronger midfield in this tournament than France's. France's centre of the midfield is unreal.
They looked amazing against Switzerland,
The
and
only-
that was without Pogba.
It was.
Well, this is it. The only thing that I did a couple of times when everything was going all right and they were like 4 goals up, everyone did kind of go for it. I was like, you need one person just stay at the back and blah blah blah. But I think even when
But it was a group stage. They just wanted to
exactly. Let's try out.
They weren't going to lose that game.
No, exactly. Yeah, at that stage, I couldn't lose that game. And then even when Pogba came on, they actually sorted that out. I was like, wow. All right.
2 rounds of games,
Yeah.
and that game, France-Switzerland, was host to the first and only free kick goal.
I know.
Yeah, that's true.
And what a French wall that was.
Nasri would have been proud.
Exactly, Nasri would have gone, yes!
Slow clap.
You don't need me after all. There's someone else there too.
I mean, if he'd been wearing this shirt and a beret, then maybe that would have been a
But
more
they
French
play
wall.
football. They know what it feels like to be hit by a football. Why suddenly? But
Maybe that's it though, isn't it? They know that. I don't want that again. I don't want it.
They're winning. Yeah, why put myself
Yeah, they really did.
in the way of the ball?
That was poor.
Is there a reason like no one's scoring free kicks?
Pimples in ball.
This is supposed to help. It's a
Supposed
true
to help,
flow.
yeah.
Well, exactly. It's
It
just
doesn't move in the air. Like
Yeah.
the old Jabulani that everyone loved.
So England are out. Portugal is good as out. Italy might be out.
Yeah.
Who are going to be our second teams?
I'm going to take Costa Rica. Brian Ruiz, hair
There's
idol.
something quite noble about you taking the team that might put your country out.
That's it.
It is,
It's like
it's
a new world, like boom, that's it. New world champions.
You've bested me. I now pledge allegiance to you, kind of thing.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then
I can't bring myself to support the Germans.
I don't think anyone can do
I think you
that.
should bring yourself to support USA. Go on.
No.
No?
I can see that.
No?
Come on.
No.
You like a cheeseburger.
No, I do like a cheeseburger, but
No, I
like beer pong.
I know. I just the Costa Ricans have just stunned me. Like, like I said, we've got dark horses, your dark horses, your Belgian dark horses, then your Chile dark horses, then your this
Colombia
dark
dark
horse,
horses.
then everyone's a dark horse. But Costa Rica, like
They weren't. They were whipping boys.
they're back in the stables, getting a
the
whooping.
pitch black horses.
This is it. They literally, they've come from nowhere.
They're a donkey. They're a mule.
They're your racing stripes, your zebra, ridden by what's he called? Spider-Man himself.
Tobey Maguire.
Ridden by Tobey Maguire.
You've got Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
You've actually also got Nigeria.
Nigeria, it was England and Nigeria were my 2 hopes. I actually expected it to go the other way, England go through, but hey, Super Eagles are hopefully soaring through to the next round. There's still a chance that we can.
I want you to be happy, but having watched Argentina-Iran, I can't help but want Iran to do well as well. I mean, they were so unlucky.
You can't help that.
I can't help it.
You can. I was just really happy because, as I was saying, in the first match, Nigeria and Iran both got tainted with the most boring game of the tournament, stinking the place out. Just bringing this whole brilliant tournament festival of football down with this.
Belgium and Russia have got that.
It's true, yeah, exactly. In the second match, I'm happy we gave a good account of ourselves, so much better. And Manike finally actually stepped up.
I have to say, looked like electric. He tore.
To be fair, it was
just embarrassing. It's just like, here we go again.
Just embarrassing. Just like, surely you should address that. Surely, no, just not.
It was just impotence, wasn't it? It was like, I know what you're gonna do, but I just can't.
It was because sometimes there's pace and you can maybe muscle them off, but it's pace and this guy's really strong. It's like, well, what do you want me to do, guys? Someone else help me. No,
it was like when I used to play under 15 There's
Yes.
always that one guy who thought you've lied about your age. Clearly like 18, 19 years old. It was like that.
It was fun to
And
watch.
involving Nigeria, he probably has lied about his age. Somewhere in the under 15 tournament, he's
dear.
still playing now.
He is of legal age. Yeah, he's like, yeah, he's a dude.
Where do we stand on Iran's Gegen oppressing football?
I don't stand anywhere.
I mean, do you think a team should, okay, obviously they're completely within their rights, but there's more than one way to skin a cat. But do you think that it's right to go to the biggest tournament of football and play that kind of literally sit back, the most negative brand of football, like basically Greece football? I mean, it was a.
But I disagree though. Like I watched Greece, beat us twice. They were really negative, not enjoyable at all.
Which they've done again this tournament as well.
Iran, Nigeria, yes, that's one game. That's two teams almost like cancelling each other out. Iran, Nigeria, I don't think they were overly defensive. They were just organised, and then they broke with purpose.
No, you're right. I mean, they got forward. It's just I don't know. Something about the way they set out was a bit okay.
I've seen much worse.
I agree with you, but you knew it was going to be 90 minutes of yourself watching the game going, you're going to sit in now, you're stuck in there with them, they're stuck in there, you're stuck in here.
It's how much you think you owe it to kind of, if you have the means, should you have to kind of, use it and play football or play
Iran
football?
definitely don't have the means.
Exactly, that's what I mean. So when you talk about other teams that like, say Chelsea, I think that the main ire of people is like, you can afford all these stars, you do buy all these stars, and then you just get them kind of, 2 banks of 4 and just drudgery. Yeah. But a team like Iran don't have great means, don't have great...
I was just playing devil's advocate. I actually think they've done the right thing. What do you expect them to do? Come out and get a spanking?
Exactly. And hey,
that would not be a football match.
That would be an Iranian, a woman seen in public or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. On that note, though, you're not allowed a third team, so we're going to stick with Nigeria.
If I take the microphone, who's your backup team, Mister?
I thought this was actually quite a good team to support in that they'd have a good chance of winning. I'm not so sure anymore, but I'm going to stick with it. Brazil. I love Filipao, Big Phil. I've learned...
Brazil?
You've done all right for a second team better than your first team. Where's this coming from? If I have to pick out some dark horse.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know if you've heard of them. We've watched
Five-time
their
world
matches,
champs.
but they've got a good chance.
You're literally not having that.
No.
But it's I genuinely I want them to do well.
Or do you close your eyes and they all sound the same, so it's great. Yeah.
Well, exactly. When there's just this natural connection.
Oh. God.
But you guys say that I have been quite unimpressed with them. I don't think they are
they
nailed on. There are like 4 or 5 teams I put ahead of Brazil.
I'm still hoping for the whole thing of when teams grow as the tournament go on, but they
got a lot of growing.
They've got a lot in a really short space of time. So
I feel like Italy, if they sort of focus on Cassano, might grow as the tournament goes on, but that's probably more
physical.
That's maths than anything else.
Cool, so we have our second teams. We're going into the last round of games.
Go Costa Rica!
I'm excited. I'm a little bit sad that the 3 games per day are over, but we're going to have some cracking group deciders.
I think everyone's bosses at work's going to be quite happy.
Yeah, exactly.
So
let us know how you're feeling about the tournament. Hear your backing in the comments below, and we'll see you on Friday.
See you Friday.
See you Friday.
Yeah.